Three, two, one. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the last step. This is the last mile to get your channel available for distribution to the world. Let's get started. Inside the web browser, we're going to go back to the development application installer. So you notice here's our current application. It's been installed. I'm going to go to the packager icon. Let that load. So we have our development ID, our application installed. We're going to give it a name. So let's call this app My First App. And we're going to give it a version number, it's 1.0. And let's paste in our password. Now remember the user ID, I'm sorry, 3, 2, 1. Remember the password and developer ID that you obtained in the first chapter of this tutorial. This is where it's going to come in handy. So I'm going to grab that password that I've received. I'm going to paste that in there. And I'm going to create the package. So here's our package file. This is the file that we will upload to Roku.com. But to upload it, we need to download it locally. No, it's a little confusing, but let's go through the steps. So let's download it. It's a binary file. Yes, we'd like to save this file. And let's go grab that file and copy it to our folder. For me, it's in the downloads. So if I can grab that package file. And there it is. There's our package file. Our next step, we're going to upload this file to Roku.com. Now, let's upload that to Roku.com. I'm on the developer site. I'm going to go to My Channels. I'm going to add a private channel. And in another tutorial, we'll talk about public channels and the difference between the two. But for now, we're going to go to private. If you notice, there's a few channels that I've already created. I'm going to say Add Private Channel. I'm going to fill in some basic information about this channel that we're going to make available to everyone. Channel stores, English, any requirements? No requirements. It's a video classification. It will require internet, just make sure that's checked. Any additional requirements? Nope, all ages. Now here's where you can be crafty. The vanity access code. You're going to get a default code number provided by Roku, but if you want to name the channel whatever you want, here's where your vanity access code. Think of it like a vanity URL. You can name the channel whatever you like. So let's say we're going to say My First App. This is the URL that you can give to anyone or embed on the website to install your channel on their Roku. Let's hit continue. Let's give it a name. My First App. Description, let's call it test. Roku private channel. And let's call it Roku video internet TV. How about that? I'm going to copy and paste that for the web description. Now here's where those two images, those SD and HD images that we talked about earlier, comes in handy. So we're going to add this for our poster. We're going to navigate to our folder, which I have a lot of data here. And here's our HD file. Here's our SD file. And this is, let's say this is Internet TV. And let's create this. Okay, you can add screenshots if you want, not required. This is when if you were searching for this on the channel store and you want to give someone a preview of your channel before they installed it. But for this tutorial, it's not really necessary. So we're going to go back, and here's our application, unpublished. So to publish it, we have our minimum firmware, and this is where we're going to select the application, that package file that we downloaded directly from the Roku player. So just to give you a little explanation there, when we took the package file and uploaded it to the player locally, Roku player kind of signed the application, kind of said, okay, this is what the application is going to be. I'm going to add the developer information to it, your developer information, which is your ID and password. Uh, it encrypts it and gives you a file that then you can send to the Roku servers for distribution to everyone. So let's select that package file. I put it in the Roku folder here. I'm going to hit OK. And we're going to say save changes. It's working. And when we come back, we should have the channel ready for publishing. Okay, we see here that your package was successfully uploaded, and now it's ready to publish. We hit the publish button, and notice now it changed from unpublished to publish. We have a channel. Here's the default access code that came with the channel, of channel version, firmware, minimum firmware version, and we now have a channel. So let's go back. And here is our first channel. You can now send this to anyone you want, and they will be able to install it on their Roku.